Hey, good evening. It's Thursday, November 13th, 2025, and it has been almost a week since my son got into his accident. Actually, a week ago tonight, he would have gotten into the accident. And, so, yeah, and in fact, I've always told my kids, don't call me unless you're bleeding or dying. And at 11:30, I got a call that he was both. And at 11:30, no one knew the extent of the injuries Thursday night. And I went back to sleep. I'm so mad at myself. I'm so furious with myself. I went back to sleep. I was like, and I told, it was my ex-husband who called me and said, Jeremiah was in an accident. And I was exhausted. My face hurt. Like I was dealing with, a sinus thing in the side of my face. So I was trying to heal that. I was sleeping with my salt compress. And I really said to my ex-husband, hey, let me know what's going on and keep me updated. And so I went back to sleep with my salt compress on my face because I was in extreme pain. And I don't know why maybe that extreme pain was there for a reason. I don't know. And about an hour later, I got a call back and said, hey, it's bad. Get your butt to the hospital. And so I did. As soon as I was able, I was there. And it's been so hard since then. Today is the first day I went and I drove somewhere. I had to. The husband has to go back to work. Life has to go on, right? And it's so hard for life to go on. When everything you do, you think about your people. So I've been messaging my people more often. I hug my people more often. Don't take life for granted, people. And I was totally taking life for granted. And guess who's not taking life for granted anymore? I was attempting to harden myself against death and not let it affect me so heavily. And sometimes, doesn't matter what you do, you still can't change things. And there's no saying that if he was living with me that I could have changed it. He might have been out driving anyway and it would have happened anyway. Doesn't matter where he was at. So, and I am beating myself up a ton over it. Because in the initial moment, I was like, okay, call me. I'm going to go back to sleep. Keep me updated, whatever. And it was so hard. And it's still so hard to know that that's what I did. Because I've told my kids, I was encouraging them to get up and go and do and live life and do things with life. And I still am. But I'm also saying be safe while you're doing it. Just be safe while you're doing it. Whatever you got to do, be safe while you're doing it. And so I'm a little okay this evening. I'm sure my exhaustion will catch up to me soon. But I also have other things to do. I make sure Grandma eats in the evenings sometimes. Last night, not so much. And she understood. She bought extra stuff when she went grocery shopping to counteract Misty not cooking or getting things around. So that's that. I had to go pick up the kid from school today because the husband was trying to sleep to go to work tonight. It's his first night back to work. Just dealing with a whole lot of stuff. I had people stopping by probably all morning. And not many people, just one of my really good friends and my sister. And they were within minutes of each other, just stopping by to see how I was doing, talk to me, be with me, so maybe I'm not crying the entire time. So, it's back and forth all day long. I get up and I go take a nap or I go do something else, and everything I think of, I look at, it makes me think of him. And when I'm not thinking of him, then I'm thinking of him, and then I'm not thinking of him. And as soon as I think, okay, I need to calm down, I need to make myself relax, then then all of a sudden I'm thinking about him all over again. And it's a never ending thing, which is fine. It's okay. And, I've been explaining to people, my sisters and my friends, how I'm feeling and what I'm doing and how I'm getting through it. And other people are going through it too. I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one that has suffered loss in the entirety of the world. I'm probably one of the ones, I'm not one of the only ones, but I'm one of the ones that's doing it out loud and in front of people right now. And it's so hard. I've probably spent most of the day up and down and all over the place, eating and not wanting to eat. And even this morning, I got up and the husband cooked yesterday, and I was so thrilled that the husband cooked. And I even ate an extra, he made hillbilly hot dogs. And so I wasn't really hungry yesterday. I ate one hillbilly hot dog for myself, but he was making my plate because that's what he does. He takes care of me that intensely. And so he made me my hillbilly hot dogs, and I asked for two. One for me and one for Jeremiah. So there's a lot of things I'm doing two of. I'm back to eating for two again. And it's not an uncommon thing for me and my many children and many childbirths. I've ate for two for a lot of people. So I'm eating for two again. I will eat things just so Jeremiah can whatever. Whatever is whatever. I'm messaging Jeremiah. I still send Jeremiah's message. He's got his online persona thing. I'm still sending messages there. And I talk to him in my own way. And, so it's up and down all over the place. Yesterday, I think I sent messages to his siblings and said, I love you, be safe out there. And then I thought, you know what? I'm sending him a message too. And I said, I love you, be safe wherever you are. It never has to be answered. It's okay. I am aware of that. He won't ever answer those messages. But it's not for him. It's for me. So, and again, my emotions are up and down and all over the place. In some moments I'm fine. In some moments I'm not so fine. And that's why I'm trying to also, even in my grief, I have to show others how to, because there's no book on how to. And if you just got to listen to whatever's going on. If you feel like crying, cry. If you feel like getting up and going and doing something, get up and go do something. Here lately, I've been crocheting. I've been making this Lego guy. And, so because I'm also trying to distract myself. I don't want to distract myself, but I know if I don't, that I'm going to go crazy. My body will hurt excessively. And I can't handle that either. So, I'm going to show you what I've been working on that I started yesterday. So this is the Lego head. It's going to be a Lego head. Let's see. And then this is the insert to make it a Lego piece. I've got strings everywhere. And then I have the neck and the body for the Lego body. So then when it goes together, it will actually fit like a Lego piece. It's not going to do it right now because it's not sewn together. If I try to put that together, it's going to shove that up in there and it's not together. I'm just making pieces. But there's a ton of pieces with this thing. I didn't realize there were so many pieces. And again, I'm distracting myself. I don't know if I'm doing a good job at it or not, but we're going to try this out. So because this is what I do. This is the stuff Jeremiah would watch too. So, I don't care. Excuse me. Whatever. So, I'm just making pieces of everything. That almost went on my coffee. But this is all of my pieces for the upper body of this piece. This Lego, crocheted Lego piece. And then I started on, that almost went on my coffee too, legs for the Lego pieces. And there's a multitude of parts for these legs, for these Lego pieces. So I'm making a Lego guy. I'm making a crocheted Lego guy that will fit together. You can take them apart and put them back together. Man, I look horrible. And that's okay. You can look horrible in your grief and whatever you're doing. You don't have to look spectacular. You don't have to look fabulous. You don't have to get a shower if you don't want to. But the last 2 days, I've gotten a shower by myself, which is a big step for me. And that in the last, my grief has been so consuming that even showering by myself was not something that I was willing to test out. But as I'm moving through it, I'm also realizing I can. It hurts. And even if it hurts, I still can. And it hurts, but I still can. So, but even this morning, like, I got up and I was talking about dinner and stuff, like the husband made dinner and whatnot. And it takes me like 3 hours to make dinner because I'm also doing the dishes in the middle. I'm cleaning up other things in the middle of making dinner. I'm not just making dinner. And the husband makes dinner and he just makes dinner. Didn't even begin any of the dishes, which is fine. But then this morning I woke up and there was still hamburger grease left over in the pan from do whatever he did last night with the hamburgers and the hot dogs. And it was driving me crazy. It was driving me so crazy. I was like, look, I have to, and I don't want to. And I threw a huge fit this morning, like a huge fit. Like, this needs to be done. And I've got to do it. And you don't have time to do it because you got to take the kid to school and it needs to be done. And I wasn't taking the kid to school because I haven't driven at that point since this accident happened. And I'm terrified. Like, I went out and don't want driving today. I'm terrified of being on the road right now. Only because my son was in an accident and it was fatal. I am terrified of being on the road. But I also know that I can't stop doing these things just because I'm terrified. I could die sitting here in the middle of the kitchen and not even be on the road. I could be on the road and, nothing ever happened to me ever, So, anything can happen anywhere and it doesn't have to be an accident on the road. So I'm trying to, I have a whole lot of fear these days and I'm trying to get over that. And it's not easy to get over that either. And I have my moments where I'm up and I have my moments when I'm down and I'm not sleeping well and that's okay. I'm just all over the place. And I have people I can call and talk to if I need to, but mostly right now, even though I'm doing this video, I really don't want to talk to people. Like, I spent the morning talking to people and I love them to pieces. Love them so much. I'm grateful that they were by and that they wanted to talk and help me be. And I'm grateful for that, but also that I'm over talking. I don't want to. I want to be a hermit and be in my own little bubble, and that's kind of where I'm at, in my bubble. And even the husband came out to try to talk to me earlier, and I was sitting here with my yarn on my hook in my bubble, and just like even my hood was up, and I was just sitting here, and I didn't look up from anything. I just sat here in my bubble and just kept counting and crocheting. Mainly probably because every time I'm counting while I'm crocheting, Jeremiah calls and interrupts my counting and I gotta recount again, which drives me crazy. And so I'm waiting for Jeremiah to call me and drive me crazy. And it hasn't happened. And it's probably not going to. And that's okay. I'm still waiting. It's a process. And I know it's a process. And I don't know if I'll ever stop talking about Jeremiah. I don't know how soon the grieving process will ease up. Nobody knows. That's okay. No one has to know. It's what you feel in the moment that you feel it, and that's the only thing that's real, is the moment that you have right now. So. And now I've even been keeping the coffee going all day long. I don't know what else to do right now. And I could go get a job. But then the last time I thought about getting a job, this accident happened. I was really still just thinking about it last week. Like, I need to do something. And apparently the universe said, no, you don't. You need to sit down and shut up. So here I am sitting down and shutting up, whether I want to or not, because the universe made me. So, and then the last time the universe made me, I had a heart attack. And I can't stress this enough, it's so important that we learn how to care for ourselves in the moment that we need to care for ourselves in. Because if you don't, you say, nope, I don't need it, the universe will do it for you, whether you fucking like it or not. So, find your things to feel grateful for. And today I am uber grateful. So ungodly grateful that, and I don't know that's probably not the right words, but I'm so uber grateful that the husband, even in my fit throwing this morning, still came through and finished up the dishes like lickety split, because I was fit to be tied. I couldn't not be like the stuff that was normally doesn't really drive me crazy. It all like drove me crazy, and it compacted all in this little thing. I don't even know what to call it, but it compacted up, and I was like, I can't do it. So if you're not going to, I'm going to, and I'm going to be angry about it while I'm doing it. And he didn't take offense to it. He just said, you know what, how about you have a seat? And I did. And he finished it up before he took the kid to school. So, and then after that, people just kept coming by. It was just a lot. So I'm really grateful he didn't take offense to that stuff this morning. And he helped me work through it anyway. Be your own magic. And sometimes your own magic is just sitting down and shutting up, whether you like it or not. And again, if you don't, the universe will make you do it, whether you like it or not. And some days you're going to be extra magical, and some days you're going to be without a lot of magic. And that's okay. Both are okay. Also, find time to be your own sunshine. Even in the middle of whatever I'm doing, I know I can't keep my body at this state of tense, angst, anger, sorrow, regret, sadness stuff. I can't let my body stay in this state of feeling. It hurts excessively. I have to focus on something else. And even in the middle of focusing on something else, I'm going to focus on something else. Here comes Jeremiah. And I focus on something else. And here comes Jeremiah. And here comes Jeremiah. And here comes Jeremiah. And it doesn't matter what I'm focused on. Every freaking stitch, I have tried to distract myself. Again, I've been working on this since yesterday. I've been trying to distract myself. Every single stitch, I just dropped something. Jeremiah. Every stitch. I was trying to distract myself. Every stitch. Jeremiah. And some makes me cry, and some makes me say, God damn it, and some makes me say I need to stop. It's back and forth. So, even if you can't find your own sunshine and be your own sunshine, that's okay. You don't have to. You don't have to. Oh, I'm getting to that point now where I'm like, ooh, my energy has just went from like here to like negative. And I'm going to have to go to bed like within minutes. That's kind of how my energy goes. Like I can be up and I can be kind of going, and then now I'm like, it's time to sleep. Like now. Even this coffee, it's not going to keep me awake. I'll drink the rest of the pot of coffee and it still won't keep me awake. So, do what you can to find your things and your moments to feel grateful for. In your sadness and your grief, you can still find moments, and it hurts. And then you remember why. Like I go to sleep and I kind of forget, and then I wake up and I remember, and then and I distract myself, and then I remember again, and then it's all over the place, and it makes you feel stuff. I don't even know what you're feeling, but I'm feeling. I can feel it in everything. I can feel it. So, if you're going through grief, I am sorry. It hurts, I know, and I do these videos to help others through that as well, because I have been doing these videos to help others through things even before this happened. And Jeremiah would be wanting to know why it took you till 8 o'clock at night, Mom, to do your video. Mom, why'd you wait so long today? Because of you, kid. So, that's all I got. Hope everyone has a great, lovely evening. Stay out.